What's up, everybody? Welcome back to a new episode 5. Welcome back, OTR gang.
Only the realest.
Yeah, you know it. We got Chief here. We got Goat, ready to spice it up. We talking about tools today.
Oh yeah.
More specifically, power tools. We're gonna hit on the main 4 brands, which would be, in my opinion, because again, this is gonna be a super biased episode, but it's okay. We're going to keep it as little biased as we can, but, it's going to be in there.
Right.
We got Milwaukee, DeWalt, Makita, and Ryobi, which some would call that the big 4, but that's what we got. That's what we're talking about. We're going to talk about which ones are our favorites, what are some ones that, maybe aren't as good, and just kind of all around talk about them and share what we know about them. We've used a lot of different tools, and being in the trades, we've kind of gone all over.
Oh yeah.
So yeah,
We done played with some different tools.
Yeah.
While we've been playing this electrical game.
Oh yeah. So I guess we'll start off with one of the biggest name brands out there. You got Milwaukee, the red and white. We all love it. We all know it. It's good stuff.
I mean, that's one of my favorites.
Oh yeah,
that's
definitely
probably my number 1 out of my 3.
top tier for me.
Oh yeah.
I use it every day, all day, every day.
That's my toolkit.
Yeah,
really.
I mean I've yet to see one breakdown
Yep.
on me. I've yet to see now. There are some ones that are. A guy at work, he's putting in these huge lag bolts. When I say huge lag bolts, like the socket you have to use for them is like a 2-inch socket. So like these are some big lag bolts, and he's using a Milwaukee. It's like a impact, like a 1/2-inch drive, impact, and dude, it like broke the bit, but that thing has been used for like 5 years. So you had a lot of wear and tear on that.
Right.
A lot of those bolts going into the base of these things that we make, which weigh like 80,000 pounds or something like that. So it's not like it's something slight. It's heavy, but it's a big bolt. But it did break. I've seen one break, but for the most part, I think Milwaukee's. They make good quality stuff. In my opinion, I'm actually going to phrase it as a question to you. What do you think about Milwaukee's bits?
Their bits?
Yeah, the bits.
Ooh. Well, they're regular bits, like they're, the Phillips or the flathead bits.
Yeah.
Those are pretty good. So majority of them are. But if you get to some of the other bits like paddle bits, stuff like that, I'm not really a big fan of their paddle bits,
Okay. Yeah. But I prefer actually like Diablo, if we're going
Diablo,
like
that is
paddle bits.
Yeah.
That stuff is good.
That's a tough paddle
Yeah,
bit.
yeah, and it works. And I've ran that stuff through pretty much metal.
Oh yeah.
And it goes, you know what I mean?
Goes straight on through.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, the thing I like the most about Milwaukee is because their tools are tough.
Yes.
They do not break down easily. Like,
right.
I had the same pair of linesmen that I use today are the same pair of linemen that I started working at my first electrical company with senior year. And they still going strong.
Yeah.
Still going strong. They still cutting through the wires.
Absolutely.
And twisting them up. Like,
yes. Yes.
So, I mean, their hand tools, great. Power tools, also great. Batteries probably don't last too long.
Yeah.
They last a while, but if you want to go, into the power tools, I like DeWalt's power tools a little more, just because I feel like they last longer.
Okay.
DeWalt might not be as tough; they can get damaged, But if you take care of your DeWalt, it's definitely gonna outlast the Milwaukee.
Oh yeah,
in my opinion.
I like the opposition here. I like the different point of views we got going on, because I'm a strong believer that Milwaukee, there's nothing better.
Yeah.
Now, like we said power tools, and so like when we're talking about bits like Phillips, Star bits, stuff like that, I wanted to say I have seen that so like Milwaukee, the tips of them used to be black,
Oh,
and I don't know what that metal was, but whatever it was, 20 times better than what the crap they're using now. Because
Yeah.
that stuff, dude, it breaks. I've literally,
the
last
plain
week,
Jane
I
ones.
snapped 3 Phillips heads, dude.
Whew.
And like on a tiny little screw, and so like that really almost broke my heart. That Milwaukee is like
They
cheaping
started-
out on their bits.
Yeah.
Like, they're still doing good with their power tools, but like their bits, man, they're cheaping out on them. So like I'll use like DeWalt bits because they still use that stuff. And honestly, like for work, I'll do like some brand from Harbor Freight because it's cheap, and if it breaks, I just go get another one. I'm not worried about it.
Right, something that's disposable.
Right. So their bits are definitely made me a little upset, a little sad, but I'll tell you this. DeWalt's tools at work, man, we throw them on the ground, they drop, they fall, they do this, that, and the other, and they always run.
Yeah.
Now their batteries, that was a very valid point. But they have come out with the high output batteries now. Dude, those things go forever. And they give you like twice as much torque as like you would normally get from an average battery.
Yeah.
And they last.
Okay.
So just figured I'd throw that in there. But yeah, their high output ones, they're pretty good. Now DeWalt, I've had a lot of experience with DeWalt, and I know a ton of people will literally sit there and go back and forth over DeWalt or Milwaukee. Which one's better? And I really wish our other OTR member was here, because me and him have been in a lifelong battle of DeWalt versus Milwaukee. And I always tell him Milwaukee's better. He always tells me DeWalt's better. So it's a fun little feud we got going on.
They all have their pluses and minuses.
Yes.
But Milwaukee's the best. I mean, DeWalt's hand tools aren't even as good as Milwaukee's.
No. And like we're talking about hand tools, which we're kind of, so like with power tools, brands are different with power tools than they are with hand tools.
Yeah.
So like you can have a brand like DeWalt, great power tools. Hand tools are okay.
Right.
You know, they're not like the best on the market. Milwaukee, great power tools, great hand tools. Then you got like Klein.
Yeah.
Nothing beats a Klein, in my opinion, when it comes to hand tools, dude. Those things, I've had them, I've dropped them, I've used them as hammers when they're not supposed to be hammers. You know what I mean? I'm an electrician, you know. I use my Kleins for
you gotta make it enough.
Yeah. So you know, hand tools are a little bit different, and honestly, that'd be a fun episode to do in the future. But when it comes to power tools, now we did say we had some more brands. Makita seems to be more innovative than the other two.
Okay.
So like when you come to DeWalt, Milwaukee, they're like a brand of like who's better, who's not, who's more reliable, who's going to last longer. Which ones are you going to buy and have for 10 years and then have to replace versus 5 or whatever. Then you have like Makita. Makita is solid. It's not as good as DeWalt, or it's not as good as Milwaukee.
Or Klein.
I would say that, but I will tell you this: power tools, they are so innovative. They come out with stuff, and then like 2 years later, Milwaukee and DeWalt come out with the same thing or similar. You know what I mean? So they have that innovative edge.
So you kind of stay ahead of the game.
Yeah, and so like that's why a lot of people like them. They're like,
Right.
well, these are the first ones to come out with this stuff that's so great, and you know, then here comes DeWalt and Milwaukee behind them. Like, hey, we
Same
like that
thing.
design. I like that. And
Yeah.
specifically, Makita had a saw that come out a couple years ago, like a circular saw,
Okay.
a little handheld circular saw, and instead of holding from the top, you would hold from behind. And you might want to fact check me on this, but I'm pretty sure they came out with that before Milwaukee did, and Milwaukee now has one, and DeWalt I think has one too.
Okay.
And so I would say the innovativeness and the pursuing better technology, I'm gonna have to give the win to Makita there.
Fair enough.
So yeah, and you know, what do you think about the number 4, the Tool and Green?
Look, I mean, once you get past Makita, I mean, your tools are just going to be less and less quality.
Right.
I mean, they're not going to be as strong, or if they are strong, they're not going to last you long.
Right.
So I mean, it all comes down to what kind of tools are you looking for.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're looking for a tool that is gonna last you 10 years, that you're not gonna have to constantly replace, I would say go Milwaukee.
Yeah, yellow or red.
Yeah.
That's what I'm gonna say, yellow or red.
Yeah, yellow or red. I mean, if you're looking for a tool that's gonna last you a long time, that you may have to replace from time to time, but it's still durable, can still get the job done, DeWalt's a good option.
Mm-hmm. Now, I want to pinpoint something here. When it comes to Milwaukee and DeWalt, I'm going to go off on a limb and I'm going to say, now I've worked for a couple different companies in the trade, and the only thing I've ever seen them buy is red, Milwaukee.
Yeah,
they
much.
only buy Milwaukee, and let me tell you, for everyday use, brutal use, massive abuse, extreme use, Milwaukee's just going to be able to handle it and take it.
You could drop that impact from a 20-foot ladder and pick it up and it's still
Nothing.
going.
Now, sometimes you accidentally drop it from a boom lift and you're 45 feet in the air, sucker pick it up and it goes.
Yep.
Yeah, and so like when it comes to like construction versus home, like you could still get the job done with DeWalt in construction. Would you have to replace it faster? I believe so. I think you would.
Yeah.
But then that leads us into like Makita. Makita is more of like that home brand. You know what I mean? You don't really, you see them every now and then in the trades, but they're not like DeWalt where you see them, and like Milwaukee where they're everywhere.
Right.
It's more like, you know, here's Makita. I can, like, what is that? You know what I mean? You come over here like, what you got there? What's that blue tool?
Yeah.
Man, what is that? Is that a Makita?
Yeah.
You know, like it's like a surprise. You see one, you know.
Right.
So I'm gonna say they're more for like a home use.
As well as DeWalt too. You know, I see a lot of DeWalt tools in houses.
Yeah.
Because
they're cheaper.
Yeah.
Like Milwaukee, you're gonna pay more for that tool.
Yeah.
You're gonna pay more.
Oh,
They definitely are more expensive than the other two by far.
Yeah.
But that more that you're gonna pay is gonna last you longer in the long run. So in my mind, I'm like, well, that evens out. Click, buy.
I mean, I'm gonna go off of my electrical tools. You know, you buy a pair of Dykes.
Mm-hmm.
You buy a pair that's Milwaukee. You buy a pair that's DeWalt. Those Milwaukee's probably gonna last you a while. Those DeWalt probably could last you about the same time if you don't use them as often.
Right.
But if you do use them very often, you probably, I mean, if you paid $35 for each one, well, you only paid $35 for this pair from Milwaukee. That's gonna last you a long time.
Right.
But you buy this $35 pair of DeWalt's, 3, 4, 5 years down the line, you got to go pay another $35, get you another pair, because they wearing down.
Yep. And so, like, for those people that just want to have a garage full of tools and never use them, and they always hire somebody, I got the perfect brand for you. It's green.
Oh, yeah.
And it is Ryobi.
Ryobi.
If you're never going to use them, and you just want your garage to look full of tools, get Ryobi. If you're going to use them once in your life, that is a Ryobi job there. 100%.
And you can find you some of them anywhere.
Yeah, anywhere.
Cheap.
And that's the thing. A lot of people are like, well, these are my home tools because they're so cheap. I'm like, dude, I buy Milwaukee for my home tools, so I don't ever have to replace them.
Shoot.
If I'm not using them in the trade, I'll never have to replace that tool again.
Exactly.
You know?
And I mean, it's kind of hard for me to be biased about which brand is the best because, because all my hand tools are Milwaukee. Every single one of them is Milwaukee. But my power tools are DeWalt.
I got you.
Like my power drill, my impact, those are DeWalt.
Same with our other OTR members. His are all DeWalt too.
But I love Milwaukee's hand tools. Like, just the way they make them, they just feel so comfortable. You know, when you're twisting or cutting, whatever you're doing, it don't hurt.
Yeah.
It just click, just right straight through with no problems.
So, you know, just to throw this in there, if we're talking about hand tools, I got to go Klein over everything. And the only reason I say that is because I've had somebody on a job site give me like a step bit, or for those of you that don't know what that is, it's it looks like a Christmas tree. Basically, you drill through to exactly what you need, size hole,
Right.
and it'll do, as it goes, it steps down or steps up, and it makes the hole bigger. But they gave me one of those, and I took it to Home Depot, and I walked in the store with it, went to the back, grabbed the same thing, brand new in a package, because it was broke.
Right.
Took it up to the front, and they gave me a new one, just like
Yeah.
that, because they got that lifetime warranty.
Yeah, that's another thing. Those warranties, they all come with different warranties.
Yeah.
Like, you get Ryobi. The warranty's probably not going to be very long on that.
Right.
Because they know it's going to break.
Right.
So they want to give you a warranty that's going to last you just until you got to come replace the damn thing.
Yep.
But Milwaukee, Klein, DeWalt, those probably going to have a longer warranty.
Yeah, they're like 2 to 5 years generally.
Yeah.
For those.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, with Milwaukee, even if that warranty run out, that tool probably 7-8 times out of 10 is probably still going strong.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, yep, I agree. And for those of you grease monkeys,
Grease monkey.
yeah, you guys in the shop under the cars and all that. I know you guys are gonna be like, well, where's Snap-on?
Snap-on.
Listen. I'm not adding Snap-on into this because that is way too expensive. Nobody in here is paying no $500 for a freaking drill. Okay,
Ain't no way.
No impact drill gonna cost me $500.
Nope.
Okay, the dude had one at work the other day and I used it and it was nice. I'm gonna say it was nice, great tool, cool. They got lifetime warranty, cool. No questions asked, cool.
Right,
that's great. But I'm not paying $150 for a ratchet.
No.
The thing you put a socket on and like a ratchet, $150, dude?
Yeah, there ain't no way. I mean, I would never.
They lost their mind, dude. What? I don't know how they got people still paying for that stuff, dude.
Yeah.
It blows my mind.
Now, when you go into ratchets and, some of those car tools. Now, I'm not a mechanic.
Right.
But from what I've seen, most mechanics usually use, Craftsman. Craftsman's ratchets and stuff like that.
Yeah.
They don't really use Milwaukee tools because Milwaukee is more construction tools.
Yeah. I'd say it's a lot of Snap-on, it's a lot of Craftsman, and I would be so bold as to say there's definitely some Milwaukee in there too, because Milwaukee makes a lot of tools that are specifically for cars.
Oh,
and so it wouldn't surprise me if there's a lot out there, but I don't think there's as much as Snap-on. Now, there's a lot of people that are like, I ain't paying that, and they'll get some Craftsman and whatnot.
Right.
But Craftsman, great brand, about 60 years ago.
Strong brand, yeah.
They were American made. Everything was steel. Tough brand.
Right.
Couldn't beat them. Go pick it up at Sears. You know what I mean? And now it's like made in China with some cheap metal, and they've kind of fallen off a little bit. And I hate when brands do that. You know what I mean? They got lifelong customers that are, well, you go get you some Craftsman over there from Sears. It's like, yeah, okay, man.
I mean, yeah. I mean, it's crazy. They do that because it's inflation.
Yeah.
Sometimes it gets too expensive to keep creating those strong tools that they were making back then.
Yeah, and like with anything, I try to stick American made. Because generally, if it's made in this country, it's better than every other brand out there. But,
Pretty much.
Then you got to think there's a lot of brands that are made American. Like Klein, that's made American. DeWalt, I believe they're made in America for the most part. Milwaukee, I think, is made in America for the most part. Snap-on, obviously, is made in America.
Right.
That's why they charge an arm and a leg. And I just think that, if I'm going to buy something, I want it to be American made because I've had bad luck with stuff that's not American made. Now, when it comes to clothes and stuff, it's different.
Yeah.
Like clothes, you got like Nike and Champion and stuff like that. That's all made in China.
Yeah.
All that is all made in China. So,
much, yep.
If it comes from China, it doesn't mean it's bad. Like 511, some of the best pants you can get on the market, made in China. But they're an American brand that's a strong name in the pants community.
Uh-huh.
And so, if you want some strong pants, I would go 511s. Obviously, that is nowhere near the topic, but it does resemble the trade a little bit and the point there.
Yeah, I mean, and on that point, you got to think, there's a lot of these American companies that are actually going over to China.
Yeah.
To continue their business.
Yep.
Because it's too expensive to do it here in America.
Yep, and it's so much cheaper because they have They have all kinds of stuff that, which, by the way, I just looked it up. Milwaukee's not made in America.
Oh, it's not?
Mm-mm.
Oh, man.
No, it's made in like Germany and China, different places.
Okay.
Which still, Germany, ain't nothing wrong with Germany. Everybody likes a BMW and Mercedes, okay?
Right.
Just because it ain't a Ford don't mean it ain't great.
Ain't nothing better than American muscle. Trust and believe. Trust and believe.
Yeah, so...
Okay, Japan might get close.
Hey,
they might get close.
Let me tell you, man. When you got that Toyota Camry and it's right at that 285,000 mile mark, you feel great about yourself.
Hell yeah.
So,
oh, yeah.
But no, I mean, obviously it's like that's an American brand. They make their stuff in other countries, but I get it. Stuff's cheaper there, and that doesn't always mean they're not using high quality metals and stuff.
Right.
You know what I mean? Generally, I like to get them American brands made here, man, manufactured here.
Yeah, why
People
not?
were paid more to do that. You go over to China, dude, they're getting paid like $1 an hour to go make stuff for us and that we use here and every day.
Literally.
And I guess I don't know.
I mean, like I said, tools, they all come down to the user.
Oh yeah.
What kind of tools are you looking for? Is there a certain aspect of a certain tool company that you like more than another?
Yeah.
Is one, or what am I thinking of? What do you like about Klein that's better than Milwaukee? That makes you think that it's better than Milwaukee.
Yeah.
It's all different. Everybody likes different tools for different things. And some people like to get down into the nitty gritty. Some people like their Milwaukee linesmen and their Milwaukee Dykes, but they only like their Klein screwdrivers.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. Some people really get down
they
into
prefer
it.
different things for different brands and whatnot. Like me, I'm a brand guy.
Oh yeah.
If I got something and that brand works good and I like that brand, I'm like you, Milwaukee. If you're listening, go ahead and sponsor me because I tell everybody you're the best.
Yeah, sponsor us both, man. Shoot, y'all the best.
Send us some stuff. I'll take some pack outs.
Oh yeah.
Hey, I will now. I know we're talking about tools and power tools, but when it comes to the pack out, there's not a better system of tool storage for on the go out there. Milwaukee has done an amazing job with that. Oh yeah, an amazing job with that.
Oh yeah, they got my current tool set. It's a Milwaukee backpack.
Mm-hmm.
It's got spots for every single one of my tools. Yeah. Pockets for every single one of them. It's got bigger pockets for my devices and gadgets and stuff like that.
Does it have the pack out lock on the bottom?
Yeah.
So like where you can shift it, lock it into the pack out.
Oh no! It doesn't have that. Okay. It has the I forgot what the bottom of it was
it's
called.
It's like a hard, durable thing.
Yeah. So I could drop it anywhere and it'll be fine.
Right.
And I've had it like since senior year, so that'll be what, almost 3 years.
Yeah.
3 years I've had that bag. Yep. It's still strong.
So a zipper came off of mine. Like the zipper didn't break, but like the handle for the zipper broke on my Klein bag.
Oh.
So I've just been waiting, been kind of lazy. I need to take it around to Home Depot, tell them to give me another one.
Right.
Because that's the beauty of that thing right there, man. Lifetime warranty, no questions asked. Hand me that bag, please.
Yeah.
Brand new.
Oh yeah.
But when it comes to tool brands, like, what are you going to be using it for? Like he said, you can be at home and use it, once a year. Maybe go with Ryobi. Save yourself some money.
Right.
Nothing wrong with that. You're going to be a guy that's, kind of trying to start his own business. I would say, you can go Milwaukee, you go DeWalt.
Yeah, start off strong.
A lot of people, they go DeWalt, man. When they're starting their own business, it's cheaper. It's easier to get into.
Yep.
You know what I mean? If you're a big business or you're in the trade every day.
And you need some high quality.
High quality, you're going to be using it all day long, every day. You might want to think about going with Milwaukee. Because that stuff's going to last. You can drop it, you can throw it, you can do whatever, and that sucker is going to last.
Yeah, as long as you don't get ran over by a damn, what's it called, dump truck or something, it should be
one
fine.
Of those asphalt
Yeah.
flatteners. If you get ran over by that, I'm sorry, but
might not work no more.
Snap-on ain't even living through that sucker. So
hell no.
But yeah, man. I mean, it's all personal preference. It really is, and maybe you're a guy that you like the like he said, maybe you like the DeWalt drill and impact, but you like Milwaukee saw.
Right.
Do that. Switch it up, man.
Yeah.
I think it looks a little funny when I seen a video, and it was a guy, and he had a pack out, and like a Milwaukee pack out, so red, black top looked great, and he opens it up, and this guy's recording him like, what is this guy doing? And it's just a bunch of yellow tools in there. And you're like, like, you don't want to look at that, man. It's like, something's wrong with that image.
Yeah.
So,
makes no sense, man. But only way you're gonna know which tool is the best for you is if you try them.
yeah.
Don't just because DeWalt is the only tool that you've ever used say that it's the best.
Right.
You got to try other tools to see which one you really think is the best.
And being in the trade, me and him, we've used all kinds of different brands.
Oh, yeah.
We've used more than that, man. We've used some Walmart brand. Okay, let me tell you.
What-
Go with Ryobi.
Yeah,
all right.
simple
I
as
think
that.
there's like a Cobalt or something like that, dude. Like, don't do it. Don't do it. Okay.
Yeah. Are those tools they started us out with in school?
Yeah. Don't
What
go.
those things were called.
Man.
Those
Commercial gear or something like that.
Some shit like
Something
that.
commercial.
Those things were
That they were terrible, horrible tools. And then Mr. Ely be walking around bouncing his thing.
Oh yeah.
What was it? Oh man, that's not his name, by the way. His name's Spider.
Oh yeah, Mr. Spider.
Mr. Spider. What a funny name. Anyway, Matt used to joke with him. He was like, they call him Spider in the sheets, Daddy Long Leg in the streets. No. I messed it up. He said it one day.
Spider in the streets.
Daddy Long Leg in the sheets. Oh, that's the funniest thing. But anyways, he would walk around and he'd bounce his little Klein tool. What was it? It was like a Phillips. And Klein, yeah, you could bounce them if you hit them just right. And he would just walk around, dunk.
Yep, and catch
dunk.
Yeah.
Dunk.
Literally.
And then you try it with your little commercial crap, and it would just go flat. It would just fall over.
Yeah.
But
it all comes down to the user. And we wouldn't be sitting here on this podcast talking about it if we didn't know about it. We're not just going to get on here and be rambling about something that we don't have a clue about.
Right.
Like we either did some research or we either have experience with whatever the subject is that we're talking about.
Right.
We only bringing the real.
Right.
We always ain't gonna bring no fake, no lies.
We don't just get on here and bring up something that we know nothing about, that we didn't research or anything like that. Like, if we don't know nothing about it, we do our research during the week. And we come here prepared and ready to go.
Exactly. We're not going to just sit here and talk about a subject just because, this might get views.
Right.
Or this might get likes.
We don't care about that.
Yeah, we're
here to just this is a fun thing for us.
Yeah, we're just chopping it up.
Me and Chief over here, we just chatting, recording ourselves chatting, really,
Honestly, yeah.
So, so let us know in the comments and whatnot, what's your preferred tool brand? Maybe that's what we'll name this. Okay. What's your preferred tool brand? You can see it now. So let us know, and if you hated this, please drop a dislike. Tell us you hated it.
And let us know.
Yeah, let us know. We'll let us know why you hated it. Maybe we can fix it. Maybe we can't. If we can't, we just have to suck it up.
Yeah. But, tell us why you loved it.
Yeah. If you loved it, give us a thumbs up. Subscribe. Let us know.
Share us. Let us be known, man.
Yeah. Share us around. If you find one part in particular pretty funny, literally just record that one part, send it off, and make it go viral.
Yeah.
Who cares?
Hey, we only gonna keep it real over here.
Yeah.
It's only the realest.
Only the realest. So, that's all we got for our little tool tidbit there. So, OTR gang, it was nice to have you. Next week,
we're gonna figure that out.
Yeah, we're gonna figure it out. We're not really sure what we're gonna do yet, but we'll figure it out.
Hey, and comment down below what y'all want us to talk about.
Yeah, we'll talk about what you want us to talk about. If we don't know nothing, we'll do the research and we'll know something after.
Yeah, we're going to let y'all know to the best of our knowledge and ability.
For some of y'all watching, and if you're listening, I'm talking to you. Because if you tell us to talk about quantum physics, I'm gonna come over there. I'm gonna smack you, dude. Right?
Literally,
All
man.
right? I don't want to talk about quantum physics.
Quantum physics.
Yeah, so you know who you are. Yeah, so thanks for joining OTR gang. Catch us on the next one, and we'll let you know what that is when we get there.
Oh yeah, the realest out.
Yep, we out.